under the hood. And I'm out here today in the garage as always because I'm finna get ready to do some work on my C10, and it's gonna involve me using my air grinder and stuff like that, all my air tools, and I'm gonna be using my air compressor here. Now, it has a problem that it'll build up to 120 and it'll stay there for a while, but over a period of time it'll leak. And I'm gonna show you all how you find the leak. These are both of my compressors. This one here is set up for a 1/2 inch line. This one here is set up for just a 3/8 line. So whenever your compressor is running and it'll build up and it'll cut off, and then you're wondering why it doesn't hold the pressure for like a couple of days or whatever like that. Well, this one here holds the pressure in it for like it'll hold it indefinitely. I just drained it earlier today because I have these drains that I put on both of them right here. I put hard drains on both of them and ran them out so that I can go and I can open it, crack it, and I can get the water out of it. Eventually, I'm gonna buy some of those little automatic bleeders that they have, and you just screw them in right here, turn that valve on, and you can set it on a timer for anywhere up to 10 minutes or whatever. And what it'll do, it'll just purge the moisture. It'll just purge the moisture. And you can buy them on Amazon, different places. I just haven't bought any as of yet because I haven't really put these compressors in their permanent location here. So for right now, it's just easier for me to have them like that and to just drain them. But as you can see, you see all these bubbles right here? Then this is showing it's a leak. And right now, it's at 120. Now, the easy way to do it, it don't cost you anything. Spray bottle, dishwashing liquid, and water. Shake it up and just spray around it. And what you're looking for is just bubbles. You're looking for bubbles. Anywhere you know that there's air, like you got a one-way check valve down here, sometime that thing is bad, spray that down. Spray all this here. But I always had a feeling that this pressure regulator here was bad up here. And this thing has an O-ring on it. And I may be able to just turn it out of there and replace the O-ring. But let me just show you how you know it's leaking. Watch this here. Watch around here. Let me move the camera out the way where you can see. And when you see those bubbles come up like that, when you see a bubble like that, that means it's leaking. And over a period of time, that will drain your pressure. You can see there's no leaks here, no leaks. Sometimes you have leaks around the pop-off valve. Now this one here, this compressor here used to have a leak here at this automatic switch, and it was bad. So I had to replace that. But what I ended up doing to the whole compressor was just replacing this switch here, a new motor, draining the compressor, making sure it wasn't leaking, top it off with a fresh compressor oil, making sure my one-way valve was good here, and I replaced the card on it with the 3/0 card and everything. Checked all my fittings and everything here, made sure they wasn't leaking, just like right now, to make sure none of that was leaking. And this compressor works flawlessly. This one here, I rebuilt it as well. And the problem was the gasket on the head here. These compressors usually run between brand new 60-gallon now. You'll probably get them for you can get them used for $300 to $500. You better jump on them when you see them. New, they'll run you anywhere from $700 to $1,100, just depend on who's the manufacturer. Who's the manufacturer? These here happen to be made by the same people. This is okay. So we got that tight. Now let's put thread sealant on both ends here. Take the old stuff off. I always take the old stuff off. Let's get us something to cut this off of here. You'd be surprised be surprised when you have dissimilar metals. You always got to put some kind of sealant on it, because pipe threads, what they do, they expand as it goes in, as it goes up in, the way it's at a taper. So it's not like a regular fitting. You can see here, see how it flares out as it gets closer to the end? Well, that's how you know it's pipe thread. And you have to put something on it. You would think that because it would flare out, that it would not leak. But as it's flaring out, it is expanding the fitting that it's going into. And so that's where you get your leak at. And a lot of times in plumbing, you see that in plumbing, when they use them, they will do that. They'll put, only way they can stop it is if you have like a swedge lock. And that's where they're taking slide them in there, and they'll heat them up, and they'll draw solder up into the joint, and then it'll heat up, it expand, and when it cools, it'll retract. And as it does that over time and time again, then if you don't put anything on it, that's where you'll get your leak. Well, the same thing holds true when you're putting fittings together, is that those fittings, they work. And as they work, they expand and they retract. And if you don't have anything between them, then over a period of time, it'll start leaking. And the leak will progressively get worse. And remember, always put whatever sealant you're going in the direction in which you are going to tighten the fitting. Always do it like that, the direction that you're going to tighten it. Not in the way you don't loosen it, put in the way you tighten it, because that's where you want your contact it. You want your contact to be as you're tightening it and it's expanding. Then you want to be able to have something there to stop that leak, to stop the possibility of it leaking. So now let's go over here, back to the compressor, and let's put this stuff to good use. So as you see, we've taken everything off. We've taken the regulator off, the old air fitting off, because we didn't want to take a chance on it leaking. It's been on there forever. Now we're going back to the compressor, and we're going to put on the new fittings. So first thing first we're gonna put the union fitting in first. Okay, so we're gonna put in the union fitting first. Put it in first, and then we're gonna tighten it up. Now you don't want to tighten it till you break it, but you want to get it in there real good. See what I'm saying about how that thing does? See how it expands? Okay, now if this would have been an iron fitting, it wouldn't have went in quite that deep. But that's the reason why you want the Teflon tape on it. See, here's nothing here, but you got Teflon tape here. So then you take this thing here, this street, it's called a street 90. Take that right there. You're able to take your wrench, little crude, put your wrench on it. You can turn it and tighten it. Turn it and tighten it. And just turn it, get it where you want it. There you are right there. Nice, nice, nice fitting. Right there. It's all on there. So you ain't got to worry about anything. It's neat, out of the way. The hose will run. Put your hose right to it. Boom, there you go. So now what we're going to do is we're going to start up. Man, we got that done. So that's out the way. Okay, that's good and tight. So we don't have to worry about that. And it's not sticking out as far as the other one did last time. So that's good and out the way. We already checked all this. All this is good. So all we have to do now is taking oh man, I need to stick some up in there. Put these tools up. I really could have put a 3-way in there, but that's too much. But that's just how you do in order to find the air leak and fix it. So that's done. And catch you on the next one. Remember, go out there and do something. If you don't do it, it won't get done. I hope this shows somebody, or share it with your friends. If you have a compressor or something like that that's steady running and it won't cut off, or it won't hold up for a week or so at a time, because they are supposed to hold air. The tanks are welded to hold air, and the only way they'll have a leak is if it's external leak. Most time it won't be from the tank. It'll be from a fitting or a valve or something like that. So as always, get out there and do something. Thanks for looking at the video. Share it with your friends, and hope it was something informative. The next thing we'll be getting the interior out of here so we can fix that passenger side floorboard that the heater core went out on it, and it leaked on it, and I got the heater core replaced, but the carpet had been down there so long, it's got like a little pin spots in it, and I just bought the floor pan for it. I was cheap enough, I had to buy them in a set. I don't even need the left side, but I'll use that metal for something else. But that'll be the next thing we'll be doing. That's why this compressor had to get going. And so, as always, get out there and get it done. If you don't do it, nobody will. And I'll get at you on the next one. Thanks.